Camera, frame, Discord, webcam. There we go. Whoa, there she is. We're doing this
That's my
live.
avatar. Staring at me. Yeah, I got a surprise, but give me like 2 minutes. I couldn't work out how to put a background on. That's Angeline VTuber Flash. Yes, this is.
All right, let me fix this over here.
I'm probably gonna ruin it in a minute.
All right, we're good to go. Angel, welcome. Thanks so much for joining the Skinathon.
Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear me okay?
Yes, sorry.
Awesome. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining the Skinathon.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, we got a ton of people here from so many communities that rated us today, and tons of folks from the Stream Raiders community. And
that's why I'm so nervous.
Oh, no reason to be nervous. So for those who may not know about you and your channel, you want to give a little introduction?
Yeah, I would love to. For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Angel. I'm a VTuber variety caster with CatCam. On Twitch and on YouTube, I have a spicy personality, short attention span, and a 2-second memory. I like diamond painting, tryharding dungeons, playing puzzle games, and no matter what I play, I'm always running Stream Raiders, and I have been a captain of closed beta in 29. And as you can see, I use a VTuber model because FaceCam makes me. I've written this down. Can you tell I'm reading?
Not at all.
Because FaceCam makes me uncomfortable and anxious. So you will most likely not see me looking like this.
Uh-oh, we lost you.
Ah! Sorry.
That's okay.
That would have been cooler if it worked. I did screen capture, so it was supposed to like. You could tell I was reading that 100%.
I actually couldn't. I thought that was what you rehearsed to say. I have, everybody, all the streamers.
That's not me. I'm not bald. It would have been so much funnier if it worked. My quad's in front of the way. Hey, thanks for the follow. I do have OBS open. I forgot that I wasn't streaming. I probably shouldn't have said that right now.
I'm curious now. What was supposed to happen?
I'm on my real face. Well, I did screen capture and it didn't work. I changed to. Do I need to reshare it? I'm on FaceCam.
Oh,
My IRL FaceCam.
I do not.
Why
it's
did
not
it do
here
that?
in the call.
Like it should be
no.
screen capturing. It worked. I tested it with my mod.
In the call that we're on right now, I just see placeholder for your video for your camp. Sure.
I'll call you.
Don't worry, chat. We'll get this. Give you a better view than the top of my forehead here.
Okay. That work?
Hey, there you are. Now let me fix on my side. We see you.
Edited that together so it actually worked.
So you were trying to drop. You were gonna trick us, thinking that you were bringing your VTube.
Yeah, I only just worked out how to do my VTuber like half an hour before stream, if that. Like this. That's what was supposed to happen.
I see.
Yeah. Worked on my screen, and I tested it with my mod right before in Discord chat. And it worked. So I don't know if it's because it was captured that it's buggy.
Yeah, as soon as your model went off, it just disappeared.
Yeah, I found a filter. It had a halo on it. I'm like, what does this do? Oh, sweet, I'll keep that.
Nice.
You can cut it off if you want. It's fine.
All right, I'm just trying to fit it in the frame there. Nice. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you.
It's you. It's a real you.
It's me.
Do you ever do? When's the last time have you ever done a real FaceCam?
FaceCam? Yes. Last year is probably my last one. No, wait. 3 months ago, on my last not the Skinathon I just did then, but the one before that, I had goals for FaceCam, and I had to do several hours of FaceCam during that Skinathon. So sometimes I do it as goals. Oh, it's screwed up again.
Hey, we lost you again. It dropped.
Damn it. I'm just gonna have to give you my other cam. My other cam doesn't look as good because it doesn't have filters. I'll just do video. It's fine. So disappointed that didn't work. Let me close the program.
Sure.
And stop screaming.
Discord's being a brat.
Turn on camera. Oh, please have a background though. Please have a background. Why is this not working?
If you have OBS running, it may be stealing the camera.
I think I've ruined it. Legal. Is that working?
Nope, we just... Oh, nope.
How about
Hey, there we go.
now? This is real camera, no filter. It's
All right, let me fix this here.
damn, all that effort and it didn't work. It kept dropping. Go back.
It's the effort that matters.
I was trying to do it through. That's got like adjust your appearance thingy, so you know I may have adjusted. Yeah, I got nothing.
You look great.
I'm not really 21, okay?
Neither am I.
Your hair is great. It's not my real hair either. Shut up. It's a wig. I mean, it's my real hair. No, it's a wig. Got it from Temu.
All right. Sweet. So, how was your stream today?
Apologies for that. It was good. It was good. Yeah, I got up to dungeon 60. I died on 69 today.
Nice. Is that that's the highest that you've gotten for Dungeons 20?
No, 77.
77.
My
Okay.
highest. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Very
Check
cool.
the leaderboard and find out.
Oh, I think I will. And for our segment here, we were thinking that we're going to do some dungeons together. And for background, for anybody who doesn't know, if you come to my streams, I don't really play dungeons. And I played dungeons once a while ago when I had a longer stream planned. And I played Versus. Besides playing Versus with Brad just there, I think the last time I played Versus is when we had our very first Versus ever. And we were all playing it to try it out. But yeah, no, it's most of my streams, I play Stream Raiders as a side game. And so...
You got this. I keep forgetting I'm on the camera. Sorry.
Yeah. So when we were talking about what Angel and I could do during our Skinathon, we thought it might be a good idea for Angel to show me the ropes and dungeons and some educate me. I think one of the biggest things that I have to learn is unit counters, like understanding like what units are best against the levels that you're playing, and getting a good understanding of the boons.
You're cutting out on Discord quite often.
Yeah.
Weird. That's fine.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. What do you want to know?
What do I want to know? So,
Most people don't like my way of playing dungeons.
And why is that? Why do you think that is? What's your way of playing dungeons? Is a better question.
Well, I know how scaling works, and I use scaling. I don't like that. I use the placement cap, and I tell people what I want to try to keep the scaling a little bit down, but you're always going to have people that don't do that, just to try to get that a little bit further, because dungeons can be pretty hard if you have, only so many people that place with you if you just let it go ham.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is a competitive game, right? Campaign is very casual. There's not much strategy in campaign really at all. It's just about placing the units that you want and enjoying the skins that you're placing down and just getting a lot of units on there and progressing through the story. But when it comes to playing Versus and dungeons, they're meant to be competitive. They're meant to be tough. So
Oh
I'm a
no, you didn't copy and paste my instructions in chat. No, there's 1,000 people here. Oh no. Oh, how embarrassing.
So yeah, so we're gonna. I think what we'll do is we'll probably mix a couple of.
As you can see, I hardcored them.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you guys are passionate about playing competitively. I don't think there's anything wrong with that,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
and
no, you do whatever works. Some captains love the big beefy stuff. Like every captain has a different style. Some have codes on, some have codes on, some vibe run it, some battle plan, some half battle plan, some everyone's different, and you just got to find which captain suits your playstyle.
Exactly, 100%. And if you don't like the playstyle of a captain, you just don't play with that captain. It's that simple. But what I'd love to do is so I'm a mix of I get pretty competitive at games. If the mode is meant to be competitive, I want to win. So I'm curious to see what strategies you have, right? But at the same time, if people don't follow the rules tonight during our Skinathon, since we have a ton of people here, we're probably not going to give them a hard time. But I'm going to definitely
don't ban anyone.
I'm going to soak in, yeah, exactly. But I'm going to soak in all the information that you want to share.
Well, the first thing you need to do is click on the leaderboard.
Oh, yeah? Looking pretty good.
Like a beetroot you can't tell. I'm not first, but I have the fastest time at my level.
Pretty cool. Look at that. Immerbach, Angel, High Hopes TV, Hair Trigger.
He's the king and I'm the queen.
The Band 4, Rafipi, KMT Lol, and Call Gun. Up at the top of and Nutshell Chains. Nutshell and Chains. Nice job, guys. How many runs would you say you've gotten in of Dungeons 20 so far since this started?
Well, it takes me at least since Dungeons started.
Yeah.
Every single stream that Dungeons is on that I stream.
Oh, I mean like Dungeons 20,
well, most runs go as you can see. That one took me 7 hours, which is pretty much a whole stream. If I die a bit early, I might throw in a second run. So it's usually 1 or 2 runs a day, a stream, 5 days.
Okay.
Cool. But if my first run dies after 6 hours, I might just do a vibe one after that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can play like Emma now. No, I don't like that. No, I don't want to play like Emma. I like to play like me.
Good answer. All right. So I guess first step 1, enter the dungeon. A new Dungeons event has begun. All dungeon runs have been reset. Start a run in the new event to continue earning rewards. And that, as you guys know, is a recent change to make sure that we don't have issues with very old dungeon runs from several years ago being incompatible with the new state of the game. If you have any dungeon runs that are not completed, then they all get completed.
Also, I don't mean to talk through you. I usually always have something in the background and I forget that I'm here. And someone pinged me in chat.
No worries. All right. Dungeons, don't care by.
Skip.
We know what dungeons are.
Yeah. Skip. Nobody cares. Skip. Skip. At the top. Yeah. Time is keys, man. The first thing I usually do is mark half the battlefield do not place because you don't really want your guys placing everywhere.
Sure. Wait a second.
So just pick one of these squares to leave open. I don't know how many people are going to play.
But
maybe leave 1 or 2 of these squares open.
But I have to place the captain unit first, right?
Yeah, unfortunately. You could probably, if you're going to put a captain unit, you could probably go like a Bloodthirst Gladiator or a tank. I guess as well is fine. Melee might be better, I don't know. It'd be easier if you could battle plan before putting a unit down. It'd make things so much easier I saw Emma suggested that.
Sure. So on this map, there's...
Yeah, you can vibe where you are.
I don't even see any enemy units on this map. Oh, there they are.
The enemy unit's probably going to be top right and top left and some random big frogs.
Okay, I see. They're just...
It's mostly going to be melee. Mostly melee. You might get a turret. It depends on the difficulty. The level 1 dungeon's always super easy.
Mm-hmm.
So for anyone that doesn't know, things that are usually good, you have armored that go against melee. Melee is strong against armored. Ranged is strong against melee. That's off very small. It does start off very small. But you're going to scale up quite quickly because the scaling is based on how many placements you have in your battle and the level of those in your battle. So your battles are going to be harder if you put high level units in straight away or if you have a lot of placements. You do need to marker where your captain unit is so people can actually place. So they know where to place.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't matter what you place. Every unit at the same level is worth exactly the same. So it's like 3 scaling points per level. So if you have a level 1 tank, that's worth 3 scaling points. And if someone's putting like a level 30 tank, that's 90 scaling points, which is equivalent to, 30 people putting level 1 units. So most people don't go into that sort of depth.
Mm-hmm.
Just vibe marker or something. Everyone's going to get upset if they see do not place.
I see.
But yeah, Huntress Amazons are the best Amazons for dungeons. They carry a lot of the levels.
Rasute, I think you misunderstand. So, captains are able to resume a dungeon run that they've paused even after the event that dungeon run was created from ends. But when a new dungeon run begins, those previous dungeon runs will end. And that's important because the previous dungeon runs are not compatible with the new state of the game. But captains do have a long window to be able to resume their dungeon runs until the next event begins. We still preserve that because we know that captains find that very valuable. Cool.
Look, Mom, on TV. Okay.
And Angel, so the other thing you were talking about, so one thing that you do on your stream is that you like to read fortunes for folks.
Yeah, I have a fortune redemption, and or I could tell you some interesting facts. So usually, like if somebody, it's just a redemption. What am I talking about? But for the subathon, skinathon, sorry, that I did also, when somebody gifted a bomb, I would read a fortune. So if anybody wants to buy some of those stream captain skins, I can read you a fortune and give you a random fact.
Nice. An extra reward for supporting the Skinathon. You get a fortune or a fun fact.
Yeah. So for the low price of $5, you can have one of those. I would start the battle now, otherwise you're just going to get... Oh, I would put the placement cap on first and foremost, because you're going to get people putting 2 and 3 units otherwise, and that's just going to make the battle a lot harder than it needs to be, and then you can start it early if you want, because it's easy battle.
Sure. That makes sense.
But if you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. I'm not sure what to say, or if I should explain scaling better. As I said, I know scaling is sort of frowned upon. Min-maxing, I should say. Yeah, the best way to keep battles, so they're finished faster and a bit lower scale is to use mostly lower units. The captain unit is actually worth 7 scaling points compared to everyone else's 3 scaling points.
Placement cap makes sense.
Only 21 skin points left, guys, until we unlock more giveaways and battle passes. What is the next giveaway goal? Where is it? I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, skin giveaways and battle passes.
Mm-hmm.
Displacing spell. That's the thing I don't know. I don't know that Sky Eye, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. People are asking you questions in chat. Feel free. All right, look at that.
That's the only thing I don't know about the spell, and I don't know if souls contribute.
Oh wow, this is hold on. If I blow this up, it's gonna go out. Yeah, it's gonna go to place.
Healing.
So monks reduce healing. Stop the flow. Monks reduce healing of all nearby enemies. They apply a reduction of 30% plus 10% per tier for 10 seconds. Melee units prioritize ranged units and gain 200% speed when nearby ranged units.
You never want that.
And why is that?
You never want a melee to prioritize a ranged because they're weak against it.
Right.
I don't know
Any-
why that's in there. Like, it's like a troll boon.
Well,
You
I
were
guess
three.
they get 200% move speed, so maybe so you don't
200%.
observe them closing the gap enough for it to make any sense.
No, you'll be 200% faster to your death.
Saints gain plus 10%.
Plus, you got to get
damage.
through the armored and the melee, but to even get there.
Right, you have
Yes, I
to.
don't know.
You won't be fighting them to get through, but you have to get around them, and trying to get around them
Yeah.
you'll be just taking free damage.
So 3 is your best option, and this one.
Melee or ranged units at the start of the battle. What is this one here? Gain 10% damage and resistance per tier to nearby armored. So Saints are buffing armored. Okay.
Not used to seeing myself bouncing. I'm always like squirming in my seat.
I'm the
I just
same
keep seeing
exact
myself
way.
bouncing in the camera.
I'm the same exact way. I have ADHD, and my
yeah,
body
same. Me too.
my body parts are always moving. The fellow kids in
Yeah.
my school used to always like get mad at me because my leg would be shaking, and I'd be like shaking the table, and they say, "Will you stop doing that?" And I was like, "I don't even know that I'm doing it. I'm sorry."
Same. I just noticed because I saw it. I'm like, oh my god, stop. But yeah, I have chronic pain as well, so it's it's a bit of both of those.
Okay, so Saints grant 10% damage to nearby armored. So should we be focusing on building an army with armored and Saints to take advantage of that boon, or does it not matter right now, do you think?
I think Saints are one of the most useless units in the game, but I would probably place. Do you have a ranged unit? Most of the enemy here is melee, I believe. If you have ranged, you might want to put
We
ranged.
do.
Can't tell what they are.
yeah.
The skins. For anyone that doesn't know, your common units always come back after a boss fight, and so do your legendaries. But it's worth leaving them at level 1 just for me.
What's that? So,
Yeah, I'd mark a. Yeah, no, that's fine.
do you have what? Do you have specific
You're a
suggestions?
vibe, Captain. Yeah, I would block the edges off because I hate people that greed the chest rather than helping with the battle. But they'll do it anyway. Did I say that out loud?
That's fine.
I gotta look if you can. Plus, you can't walk through that wall either, so. But you always want to block off at least half your map.
I see. So you're saying that like these are not good positions because.
Well, you can't go. Yeah, that's fine. The placement's alright. We need more. You got too many people placing. Don't stop being authentic. We love you. Thank you. Yeah, no, because it's always the people that have been playing the game for a long time or with level 30s that do greed the chest, and that's what annoys me because I'm all about, helping the small streamer or the new players getting to the game. Like I make a lot of YouTube content as well about, what to level, what to do, what's good, what's bad, and, just to help everyone learn. And so it makes me upset when I see someone that's level 30 trying to get a chest for the money when they probably don't need it. They've probably got 2, 3, 4 of the same units already, and someone new to the game might need that more. Point in hand, the level 30 at the bottom right. Sniping the chest when they don't need it. So I'd rather just normally play it out normal, so that that's why I hate that you guys put chests in it, because I feel like it's unsportsmanlike. It's just greedy and doesn't help the new players because the big boys go for it. You already got two rogues over there on the right. All level 30 rogues. Like if you have a look at the left of the map, you'll see level 30s. And the right of the map, level 30s, sniping their chest, ignoring your do not play zone. Name and shame!
Oops.
It's fine. But yeah, you could probably start like a bunch early because this scaling takes a while to ramp up. Really hot. I put foundation on just for you guys, otherwise my face would be like a beetroot right now. I don't know, does anyone have any questions about dungeons or anything? I don't know what to, you guys want to know anything?
You want a Jack in the Box skin? Jack in the Box skins are pretty OP.
It's good to see you helping with this. Can Captain TV tell us when we'll be able to easily search your skins by your name? One day. One day. I've been asking for 4 years, so one day. We'll work it out later. When we hit 4,000 skin points, that's when.
Svarsman, and thank you so much for gifting the epic skin to Brooder Rigatobi. Much appreciated. We are now only 19 skin points away. Am I reading that right? It's a little small on my screen.
19.
19 skin points from unlocking 10 more battle passes for the community.
I don't really want to promote my my content on somebody else's stream, but I do have some. The problem with Saints is they don't stay near the front. They don't buff what they're supposed to buff. They kind of fall back and they stay behind the ranged units and the support units, so they're not helping your melee where they really need to be. Whenever you play out a battle, if you zoom in, you can normally always see Saints right at the back and the buffers worn out near the front. In dungeons, depending on what boons you can have, that is one of the things that do make them useful. But you don't need high level ones for that. So if you zoom into the bottom of the map, Bread, you can see how awesome those Saints are.
Oh.
The trash can Saints right at the back at the bottom there. What do you think about monks? I like monks, but they're not for dungeons. They die too quickly. How can I be awesome like Angel? Shut up.
Shield Bash. Armored units attack stun for 1 second, but they also have negative 35% attack speed. Archers enchant their next arrow when they are safe outside of combat, gaining 100% damage. And evasive maneuvers units gain 8% resistance every 6 seconds up to 40%.
I also hate assassins.
What's that?
Out of this one or two. You'd want to go one or two. Like,
I was
the armored
feeling
is
two.
with attack speed, but it does stun. And the archer one, that will work on your Amazons and your archers, but it only works when they're out of combat. So it won't work that often. So I'd pick either 1 or 2 on this one.
Yeah. 2 sounds good to me.
Thank you, Justin. But you should be buying Captain TV skins right now, not mine. Put a Saint at the back. Yeah, you don't want to put a Saint at the back. If you're putting a Saint, you want to put it near the front of the line. Because it's most likely not going to... Even if you put it on the front line, it's most likely not going to die because it's going to fall back. But I would place it... normally you have an armored line and a melee line. So I would either put it behind the armored or behind the melee. It's not going to do anything for the armored unless you have the boons for dungeons. But it's going to fall back naturally and just hang at the back and be useless. But at least then it'll be alright at the start, if that makes sense.
So when you load up these maps,
bosses, didn't know that.
So when you load up these maps here, like you've played them so often that you're instantly aware of like what units are on the enemies that are on the field and what you're fighting against.
I still click and check a few of them though, just to make sure and to see what level they are, just so I know what to battle plan for. So most battles you pretty much just want a couple of armored, couple of melee, and a bit of ranged, and maybe necromancers are really great in dungeons because they make extra allies.
Right.
What else is really good? Generally in all my battles I would like, a necromancer or 2, an artillery or 2 for the AoE and a blob or 2 because they last long.
So do you spell those out for...
Oh, and Amazon.
You spell those out in your battle plans for everybody? Like you draw all of the armored, like... And you go as far as like even drawing specific armored units that you want.
I usually just marker a spot for blobs, 100 spec Amazons, although there's no spec marker. And I usually just tell just your lowest level units in the... I make a do not place zone. I'm trying a few different things. I did the vibe thing, but then everyone gives me level 30s and we scale up too quick. So I usually just marker everything as do not place. then mark the key units that I do want, and you know, whatever's left over, you can put whatever you want. The lower the better. But I usually like, you know, maybe a couple of artilleries and necromancers in there, and it seems to work for me.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think about Amazon dungeon buffs? Oh my god. You want my honest opinion? I know there's 1,000 people. I get a lot of hate. I think it's too strong. The Amazons are the carry. Once you get the rage boons, and especially if you get the AOE, it's too easy. I mean, it's great. It's perfect. Don't touch anything. I wish I could lie. But no, I think the Amazon is way overpowered. It carries the battles. I was still using, I think, 2 Amazons at dungeon 40, 30, 40, somewhere. Definitely 2 at 30. It really depends on the boons.
See, the funny thing is I don't really fully understand Amazons and how they work. I've never, since I only play campaign, like, I haven't even paid much attention to the benefit of Amazons. Can you explain it a little bit more for me?
Yeah. When I say Amazons, though, I don't actually mean Amazons. Huntress spec Amazons. An Amazon before level 20 is useless, in my opinion. Huntress spec Amazons, to me, is the top tier, because if you spec it into Huntress, you get all the boons from melee, and you get all the boons that affect the ranged, bar the legendary units. So if you have an Archer +2 range, your Huntress spec Amazon will get 2 range. If you have the Warrior Sword of Ruin boon, which does 2 zap chains twice, of 45 damage, that works on all the Amazons. But if it's not a Huntress spec Amazon, you're going to be fighting here, which means you're going to take more damage. But if it's a Huntress spec, you know, you might be fighting here, and then you've got, you know, maybe armored in between or nothing in between, and it doesn't matter because they can't reach you depending on, you know, which range boons you've got or AoE boons. So to me, that is the superior one.
So the specs in the Amazon make a big difference.
Yeah. If anyone's ever wondering any specs, you know, what to do, I have, like, in my channel, if you just do !Amazon or !Saint or whatever, I have a command that just drops, you know, what I recommend, because I can't remember off the top of my head. And, you know, you can also check, you know, why I recommend that, where to place it in the battle. Like, I can go into more detail as well. But yeah, I have everything sort of narrowed down to 1 superior specializations out of the choices, which you happen at 20. For those that don't know, at 20 you can pick out of 3 different specializations on all the units.
Yeah, when I think about specialization, no, it's fine. When I think of specializations, it's I'm always thinking just about the context of campaign. Right, campaign is all just about doing as much damage as you can ASAP, and, you know, just steamrolling a map. And so anything that's fast and that has better range is just the best. Right?
Campaign's kind of like a no-brainer for me. But dungeons, I really, really enjoy it because, you know, I have to think, okay, I want this, this, and this campaign. I can just vibe it and leave it, play my game, come back, and, you know, half an hour later start it, or, you know, I like to start them early as well. You know, I just start it when I think it's ready. But dungeons, you kind of need to, you're going to go a lot further if you do battle plan to where you just let people do what they want.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense.
I got distracted. I didn't explain the other 2 Amazons. There's a Princess Amazon as well, which is takes all the armored buffs. Which, you know, so say you have the Vampire boon that when you get a kill, it makes a skeleton. If you have a Princess Amazon, it would do that as well. And the Paladin boon, where your damage is reduced to 1, it would take that as well. But you're still going to have, like, yeah, you're going to be stronger, but you're still going to be fighting here. You know, because I know a lot of people say, oh, Princess is great, but you don't have the range. You know, you're not really safe. So what's the last thing that's ever left in the battle? Your ranged and your support. So yeah, my battles are always ranged heavy.
So what about captain spells? Do you have like a few that you just use all the time? Is it situational for you?
Amazons? I actually don't use my Amazons.
No, spells. Captain spells.
Oh, spells? Oh, I love my high ground.
High ground.
The blue one in the middle. That's my favorite. Sometimes I will use the defensive boon though, and I have been known to use the melee depending on how strong the enemies are.
Now for the high ground, something I've never really paid attention to. High ground units gain the spell. I've always wondered about like ranged units. Hold on, let me take a look at this. Oh, I can't without dropping it.
The wig's looking weird.
Here, we'll just drop this for now. But can I click on the captain spell here? No, I can't. All right. I've always wondered about placing my high
You
ground.
should be able to.
Whether like have the ranged units walk into it to gain the boon,
Yes.
or whether you like put it right on top of them, and then they'll have it for less time.
It depends on where you think you're going to be fighting it.
Right.
So where it is now, I probably would have stuck the range boon probably
A little bit
the back of the range room, where just right behind your blobs.
Right.
So so that, because you're only going to, because if you kind of got to work out where you're going to be fighting, and that's where you want the boon, because you want it for as long as you can.
Yep. Makes sense.
Bonus goal for Skinathon, Angel face reveal at 2100. No, I did have face cam for this set to 700 skin points on my stream. I dropped it from 1,000, but then we didn't get it, but I couldn't work out how to use the VTuber, so I said, I'll just face cam it, and then someone helped me with the VTuber, but I already committed to face cam, so yeah. There are some some spells though that work different. So cursed you need to put directly on the enemy, and it only works on the enemies that it's covered. And haste you need to put directly on the units that you want to haste. But the high ground, killing field, and my brain just broke. The armored one.
Stronghold.
I forget what it's called. Stronghold. Yeah, you need to put that ideally where you think you're going to be fighting, so you get the most use out of it.
Cool. Common specialists. Oh my goodness, I cannot read this text. Common units, 20% damage, resistance, and speed. They also recover 20% more health when healed. Human Destiny. Humans increase their critical hit chance by 1%. That doesn't sound like a lot. War Machine Gladiators gain 100% attack speed after killing an enemy. Decays over 5 seconds. It sounds like Common Specialist is the best.
No.
No?
No, don't you touch that. No, 3. You won 3. Gladiators gain 100% attack speed after killing an enemy, because it's all about the Amazons. You don't really need them now, but you will later on. That 100% attack speed is going to work on your Amazons. They're your carry. They're your carry through dungeons.
Okay.
And if you get Sword of Ruin, they end up doing this zappy thing and so much damage, and if you get your bombers +1, that's when you get the ranged, or your lancer +1, because all melee boons except for legendaries work on the Amazons, and all the ranged work on the Huntress Amazon.
Okay. That's a lot of information.
Well, if you forget, you can always go to my channel, type !Amazon, and follow the video there. I know, sell out. I can't believe I face cammed.
So Gladiators, Enchanters, Saints, Classic Comeback is the normal boon. Okay. Just drop this dude.
Oh, I hate this map. I hate the ones that appear over time. They're really hard to battle plan against because you don't know what's going to be there. But generally in this one, you'll have fog machines, and they spawn these big green blobs, which are armored units with a hell of a lot of health.
Yep. And so what's best against those guys to cut them down? Are they're armored though, right?
Retrospect Amazons. Melee. Mm-hmm. But you've got the little flyers, which are assassins. So normally for this, I would, depending on what scale I'm at, I would ask for, a couple of armored units, a couple of Retrospect Amazons, and some AoE, like the artilleries, or, even a bomber if you don't care about control as much as me.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we'll just put some general
and
markers.
Don't be afraid for just put like 2 markers for a necromancer, because they're always a nice little backup plan.
Necromancer.
Be funny if this dungeon gets on top of the leaderboard.
Well, we're not going to have time for me to do the entire run, unfortunately.
Yeah. Then nobody's even bought any skins, so I can't even read the fortune cookies. But did you know all
No,
of our
some
organs, the brain uses by far the most energy and 20% of the body's total. Oh, did they? Did they do one? And I missed
yeah,
it.
some came through.
Oh,
We can.
I'm so sorry. I didn't understand. Anyway,
That's fine. Let's take a quick look.
yes. He didn't show it on the screen, and as I said, I'm easily distracted. Because I got a fortune cookie to read then.
All right. So the skins
I
that
got a
came in.
couple, so it'll be
Yeah, Savar's Manon, gifted, an epic
Savasa.
magma barbarian.
I don't mean to. I don't know when you need to stop talking sometimes because the as I said, it cuts out in Discord sometimes. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
But Savas Menon, prosperity makes friends and adversity tries them. Your lucky numbers are 4, 40, 14, 52, 28, and 30.
Nice. And Carl KSF gifted
Oh,
the War Beast, which is the cat on a robot vacuum cleaner.
it's a weird fortune cookie. It doesn't make sense. Try? No. Do or do not. There is no try. Oh no, it does make sense.
Wait,
14. What?
you know that quote, right? Do or do not,
No.
there is no try.
No, I've never heard of that before.
That is a
I'm pretty
quote from
sure.
Star Wars. That is Yoda. He tells that to Luke
Oh,
Skywalker.
of course I know that. I have like 100 Star Wars inspired skills. And Yoda is one of them.
Do or do not, there is no try.
Oh, I didn't know that. Your lucky numbers are 50, 14, 31, 53, and 26 and 11. Oh.
Nice.
Does anyone have any dungeon questions or any questions about anything really?
Numbers lucky they are.
Why are you doing exclamation mark code in my channel? Get out of there. I'm not running offline battles. What do you think I am? 12 SP left. 12 SP, and then we hit 2100.
Be pretty sick. And then we go into a nice
We start
break.
the battle.
Yeah, you think so?
Well,
Keep them starting
yep.
early? Got it.
Yep, and shove the high ground over where, the artilleries and ranged units are.
Like right on top of them, or?
Yep, right there. Beautiful. Hopefully. And then we lose. Well,
There's a big dude over there, mutant level 20.
oh shit, really
One fog
already?
machine.
Wow.
Yeah. 2 fog machines spawned.
Oh, that's alright. You'll be
I don't
fine.
know, crushing it.
The first bunch of dungeons are pretty easy, and you have got placement cap
Come
on.
on,
You
Angel,
had
give me
placement
give me
cap
this
off.
one. Make me feel good. We're doing good.
You're doing great. If you take placement cap off, people will be putting 2 and 3 units, and you'll scale up too quick.
Makes
So it's
sense.
up to you what you want. If you want everyone to, you don't actually get a scroll or any benefit of placing multiple units in dungeons as you do in campaign. So there's no real incentive to, yeah, I've got to put 3 units unless you need it to win the battle.
Right. That makes sense. And, a lot of players, may just not understand. A lot of players, they've played campaigns forever, and they're just, no, place as many units as I can before the battle is over, and they think that that's the best thing for it.
Yeah. A lot of people don't understand dungeons, or they don't care, or they just, want the keys.
Right.
That's why I actually run mine with a code. A lot of people don't like that. But I feel like if you're going to play someone with a code, definitely see what their instructions are and try to follow them. You don't have to play with that captain if you don't like their instructions or the way that they run it. There's plenty of people that run uncoded, and I tell people all the time,
Yep.
if you don't like the way I run my dungeon, play with someone else. Like, to do what I do, I need people to follow my plan and be team players. You know, but I try to run a bit faster so I get more keys for people as well. And if you want the benefit, you want the benefit, but you don't want to do the help for it. It's annoying. But yeah, follow your captain's battle plans and their instructions.
Well, there's reasons why these features exist, right? Codes on dungeons exist so captains in their communities can closely communicate and control their battles so they can have the most optimal outcome. And like you said, there are plenty of other captains running dungeons and verses that are not as hardcore, so you still have an opportunity to earn those currencies with them.
Faster getting keys, indeed.
All
I don't know
right.
why this is all blurry for me. I can't read it.
It's blurry for you because it's blurry for me. Like I have it running at a
Oh,
low.
you got low
Yeah,
quality.
I do have low quality.
Oh.
Don't need to, not unless I'm playing some other intense games. But I can't change it at the moment. Actually, let's blow it up right now just for the sake of reading. It'll be a
Yeah,
little weird,
my
but that's
dungeons
okay.
are hardcore, Sky Eye, but there's lots of people that do casual. And I'm not going to be upset if people don't want to play with me because, you know, of how I do it. They're better off playing with casual captains.
Banner of Luck. Flag bearers grant nearby allies 4% critical hit chance plus an additional 1% per tier. Lingers 3 seconds. Base crit chance is 1%. Soldier of Fortune. Warriors increase their critical hit chance by 4%. Critical hits deal 5 times damage. Base crit chance 1%. And Centurions apply 20% vulnerability per tier for 30 seconds to an enemy in medium range every 1 second.
I would go 2 because that warrior boon will work on your Amazons.
Mm-hmm.
And your Huntress Amazon is going to be your carry later on.
Gotcha.
Thank you so much for buying a skin, Shell Smiley.
Nice.
4 Shell Smiley. Let me read your fortune cookie. Traveling this year will bring your life into greater perspective. Lucky numbers are 40, 34, 23, 51, 52, and 22. An apology, guys. Like, I'm super nervous. I don't normally do face cam, so I'm a bit like, blah. Thank you for persevering.
You're doing fine. You don't need to apologize for anything. All right. Starting this next battle. And yep, we're coming to the top of the hour, so I feel like this will be the last battle, and then I will save this dungeon run to play later, and hopefully not fail without Angel's guidance. All right, we got a
I mean, you
bunch
can
of...
pretty much vibe all the way to 25.
Mm-hmm.
You know, without failing.
Sure. All right, so these guys are a lot of melee. We're going to need a lot of range for these guys, right?
Yes, but not because of the melee, because of those guys are
They
busters.
explode, right?
That one, yeah, they explode. So I usually do that with range. So, you know, some bombers and artillery, but you can also put some random low-level units just around the map, and they might run into that and explode and not hit your main army.
Ah, okay. So would you drop just like low-level whatever in order?
Yeah, like probably a common unit because they'll come back after the boss fight.
Ah, okay.
So you can like
tell people.
So I'd normally put either a.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd normally say either a flag, a tank, an archer, or a rogue.
Okay.
I think there's a ranged in there though. Maybe that might take out the flag. So probably rogue and tank. But I just tell them whatever as long as it's level 1. You don't want to waste your 30s.
Yeah, makes sense.
But yeah, like bombers and artilleries and mages, your AoE ranged. Speaking of, did you know that there's the least amount of ranged out of all the units in the game?
So yeah.
Something about that. Posture check. I've been squirming the whole time. I'm fine. You're doing great. Love you. Thank you. But yeah, enjoy this. It's not going to happen again. My face is so sore from smiling.
That's a good thing. I've been grinning all day too because of everybody's crazy support today. Oh,
I know. Where's 2,100 points? Can we get 2,100 points before I get off?
Come on, for Angel. Let's get 2,100 points for Angel. We're so close.
Get your minds out of the gutter.
Only 10 more skin points. 10 more skin points to go.
Yeah, it's 10. Whew.
All right. 10 more skin points, and then one more dungeon run here. And then we got lots of giveaways to hand out. Mary Legs, are you still here? And there it is! Congratulations, everyone. Sailor Gundam coming out with 10 gifted skins. to help us hit 2,100 skin points unlocked. And that is 10 more Battle Pass codes to give out. Thank you so much, Sailor Gundam.
Find a fortune cookie. The measure of time to your next goal is the measure of discipline.
Makes sense.
Does anyone want a random fact?
Yeah, give us one.
When penguins court potential mates, they often present stones as gifts, which are then used to fortify the nest.
Ah.
I've got such an awkward, embarrassing. It's like I'm trying to. I don't know. I just noticed I was smiling weird because I'm like feeling a bit awkward. This is why I don't use a face cam, guys, because I can't concentrate on my stream.
Man, being in front of a camera is crazy. Like when I did my 2-week stream, right? That was my full, unfiltered self on stream. And it's like I'm worried about like all my silly little habits. Like, am I picking my nose? Am I, what am I doing? Like, because especially when you're just on stream forever, like you start to let your guard down and you start to not like pay attention to the things that you do and you don't guard yourself. But people loved it. They just loved seeing me for who I was for 2 weeks straight.
Awesome. Don't pick your nose.
All right, Angel, thank you so much.
No problem. I also wanted to thank you guys for everything that you have done with making this game and bringing so many different communities together. It's helped a lot of people out. And yeah, we appreciate you.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that, Angel.
Thank you, everyone. Feel free to stop by the stream.
All right, everyone. Can we give a big thanks to Angel in the chat for making me a better Dungeons player, for sharing her expertise.
Sorry.
And just for being a big supporter of Stream Raiders and the Stream Raiders community in general. Thank you, Angel. What was that pop? Oh, that must be my music. It's like, what the heck was that?
I did get a pop from
Did you hear that too?
follow. It might have been my follow alert might have come through. I'm not sure.
Okay, gotcha.
Maybe it was me. I don't know. I thought I was off already.
All right, take care, Angel. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Stay safe. Stay awesome.